What's going on, guys? My name is James Collects, and if you are finding me for the first time, I am both a nerdy collector and an eBay reseller. So, Saturday car boot time, went to the usual one, you know, the one where they keep on letting people in early. This time I got there at 6:15. Bearing in mind, a few weeks back they said no buyers are going in until 7, and the last few weeks they've all been going in at 6:30. So I got there 6:15, and again, they'd let everyone in early. There was no queue. It was on a different field. It was on a bigger field. And they just let the buyers just rock up and go straight in, which was annoying. So as to what time buyers can actually go in, absolutely no idea. But apparently one of the fields that this car boot hosts on is actually being sold for land development. So what's going to happen to the other fields? Are they still going to do car boots on it? I don't know. It's sort of like up to the property, sorry, up to the landowner. I would have thought, to be honest, they make a hell of a lot of money actually doing the car boots. I would say they coin in a good couple of grand on a weekly basis. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, got there early once again, and everyone had already been in. So as for what I picked up, the first item was actually thanks to another guy who, I think he owns a shop. I'm fairly certain he owns a shop. He pointed me out to a Game Boy Advance, which was a tenner for just a Game Boy. I ended up getting the Game Boy and 3 games for 20. I know it's very, very expensive, but I had batteries on me and everything, so I could actually test out the Game Boy Advance, so I knew that it was working. And I didn't really want anyone else to get it, but to have a working GBA, to know that it's working, and to get the games, which to be fair weren't that bad. The lady had a few games. There was like a 101 cart, shortly like £5 for, so I was like, no, it's knockoff. Then there was a knockoff American Crash game, which she was persistent it was legitimate, but it really wasn't. Again, that was a £5, so I got the following for 20 quid. Super Mario World on the GBA, Mario Kart DS, Game Boy Color's Super Mario World Deluxe E, and a normal Game Boy Advance. It's a bit scratched up, but it needs a reshell. I do want to get some higher end shells. Saying that, I've got a couple of Venusaur ones knocking around, and I could really do with shifting a few. I've not decided what I'm going to do yet. I might keep it, I might sell it. I've got absolutely no idea. On the subject of Game Boys, I got some bits from someone we are going to call Mr. Johnson. He is a games retro dealery type thing. He said, while there's quite a few of us at his car, and he said, go and have a look on the front seat in a box. So I went and had a look, and there was a Game Boy and some games. So I got them out and sort of mouthed, how much do you want? And he said 25. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. So I ended up getting a few bits. I paid 35 for the lot. There's a few bits to keep, a few bits to sell, and yeah, I'm actually quite happy. First up is a clear DMG 01, absolutely beautiful condition apart from this front, which I know can be quite easily replaced. So I really want to just potentially take this out and replace it with a glass one. But yeah, Mr. Johnson was quite adamant that it was all working fine, and it also came with a few games. Speedball 2 on the Game Boy Advance, Shrek on Game Boy Color, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on Game Boy Color, Road Rash. It's really annoying that obviously a child got a little bit hungry there, because I don't think I've actually played it on the Game Boy. So I used to play it on the Sega when I was a youngster, so I might actually have to give that a go. But that has been well and truly bitten into. Monsters Inc. and Finding Nemo all on one cart. I don't think that's legit. It might well be, but I don't recall seeing this in the shops. And the last item is a Dragon Ball Z game. Now, unfortunately, it is an American version, and it is Supersonic Warriors, which I've never played, but we'll give it a go. Also from Mr. Johnson, we got one of these. It is the PlayStation 2 remote control thingamadoodah, DVD remote control. That's the words I was looking for. Retail price is what, £10, so it's going in the collection for now until I find one in better condition. You can see there's a slight nick there, but you don't see this sort of stuff very often, and then when you do find it, there tends to be like tons of it. So for now, collection. Golfmaster boxed. The box is a bit beaten up, but the unit itself is actually in fairly decent condition. Well, there it is. It wanted to show you what it looks like. But yeah, that is it. Really nice and clean inside, actually. So that is to be resold. The last item from Mr. Johnson is a Power Rangers item. Now, this set of Power Rangers is a little bit newer than what I would prefer. If it was like the OG set, then I'd probably keep it. But I'm probably going to make sure it's all here. The box is a bit tattered, it's sun bleached, so I want to make sure that it's all there. It's all 100% complete. But it's quite cool. Only cost me a £5 as well. So it's going to be more. I prefer to trade it for something that I would want. Failing that, I'll have to sell it. Now, there may be footage of me picking this up. I've got absolutely no idea. I got home and I realised that my GoPro was flashing on the drive home, which was well over an hour. So as to what was recorded, I've got absolutely no idea because my GoPro was overheating due to just be sitting there in the sun recording the roof of the car. So we picked up the ashes, brand new, paid £1.50. The only reason why I picked that up is because it's like a reseller's meme. You find that thing everywhere. A wireless wall controller. Now, these things were the dogs apparently when they first come out about 10 years ago. So I paid £6. These at the time of release were going for what, £70 a piece. Now they're about 40. So I bought one to see how it goes. The guy had boxes of them. So yeah, I'll stick it on eBay, and hopefully if this one sells in the time that I see him next, I'll buy some more. Next up is a cute little Sony camcorder thingamajiggy. It's still got, where is it? You're going to flip around for me? The thing that's just missing, and it was there when I purchased it, but it's obviously come off in transit back home, is the sticker on the front which says Sony, which is really, really, really annoying because it is a lovely bit of kit. So I'm going to have to stick it on charge, test it, make sure it's all working. That's really annoying. I'm going to have to try and find that label because that is going to be the deal breaker. I have bought an absolute butt ton of these. Different types. There's ones that just do AAs and there's ones that do both AAs and AAAs. Do they do them at the same time? Absolutely no idea. We'll soon find out. I paid about £3.50. I bought 5 at £4 each because I asked if we do a deal on a lot. He said no. So I bought 5 for 20 quid. I thought, you know what? You can probably make a good £8 each after postage and fees. So walked off, was about to walk off, and he said, you know what? If you take a lot, I'll do you a deal. So I'm listening. £3.50 a piece. So I spent in total just over 100 quid with him. So there's a lot of these. Yeah. Should be decent enough money in it. They're too big to go as a large letter, but small parcel will be all right. Before I forget, obviously there was no video yesterday because there was only one thing that I picked up throughout the week because work has been absolutely crazy. But the one thing is actually quite cool. It is a Simpsons Don't Have a Cow dice game. Paid £4. It's in its old original packaging, nice and filmy. Pre-owned, you're looking at around £15 to £20. There was a one of these that was sold in America, I think, but I'm going to stick up with 40, and yeah, we'll just see how that goes. £40 or best offer, I reckon. And the last item is this thing here. Let's get it out. Here it is. How cool is that? It just looks really, really nice, which I know is sad, but I think it looks good. There's a few light marks on it. There's no bloody battery, which is annoying. I can buy a battery online, but that's going to cost me 16 quid. If this is untested, it will go for about 30. So it's a toss-up as to, I've got an old battery actually somewhere that might fit, might be worth a shout. just looking down at all of my plugs to see whether one of the batteries down there might fit. It might do, I don't know, we'll see. So I don't know whether I can plug this in via mains, because there's that connection there. That looks like a standard universal size hole. So yeah, I might just plug it in, see if it works. If it does work, then it might be worth buying a battery to then sell it as complete. But it's really nice retro bit of kit. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with it. I paid a tenner. That thing, the microphone boom, it's not a boom, sponge, is in good condition considering its age. It's actually in really good condition considering its age. 9 times out of 10 when you see anything this old, these have just been destroyed, either by general wear and tear or by baby mice or adult mice or just mice in general. So yeah, it's I'm gonna have to play with this and see what I'm gonna do, but I've got no idea. It may be worth actually waiting until July 4th, when Stranger Things 3 comes out, because they tend to use old retro-y type things all the time, and it'll be sod's law if I sell this beforehand. This will be featured in a TV program, and then the prices will just skyrocket. So yeah, £10 is worth a go. And there we go. That is absolutely everything. As I say, there may be some footage. I'll be honest, I completely forgot. I only sort of remembered when Jason said, "Have you got any footage today?" I was like, oh, damn it, no. So I sort of snaked back. So I went from the end to about halfway, which is where I bought the Ashes DVD set. So just to show you guys that, like, I did try, but yeah, there's just so many traders, and you've got to be so careful nowadays not to, well, I don't like putting traders in the footage anyway, because they tend to get a little bit angry. So we'll see what we can do. There's a round of the giveaway going on. Absolutely no idea what it is, but if you leave a comment down below, you'll be entered. It is as simple as that. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you lovely lot in the next video. Good gaming and happy collecting. Adios.